Jessica Carter was a woman of quiet strength and boundless determination. At 42 years old, she was a highly respected federal judge. Jessica's life was a testament to perseverance. Born in a modest neighborhood, she worked her way through law school, becoming known for her sharp mind and unshakable sense of justice. She had a calm demeanor, but carried herself with a dignity that made her presence commanding. Her soft-spoken words held the weight of fairness and wisdom. It was a regular weekday evening when Jessica decided to visit her childhood neighborhood. Dressed casually in jeans and a simple blouse, she drove her car through the streets she once called home. She liked to remind herself of her roots, especially when the pressures of her position felt overwhelming. On this particular day, she planned to stop by her favorite bakery to pick up some bread for her mother, who still lived nearby. As Jessica parked her car on the side of the road, she noticed a police car idling nearby. Inside were two officers, one older and gruff, Officer Frank Miller, and a younger, seemingly uneasy rookie, Officer David Brooks. Frank had a reputation in the neighborhood, but not a good one. His behavior often bordered on discriminatory, and many residents felt uneasy around him. Jessica didn't think much of it as she exited her car. She'd dealt with men like Frank before in courtrooms. As Jessica walked toward the bakery, she suddenly heard a sharp voice call out behind her. "Hey! Stop right there!" Frank's voice boomed, laced with suspicion. Jessica paused, turning slowly, calm but alert. "Is there a problem, officer?" she asked, her tone measured. Frank approached her with an aggressive stride. "What are you doing here?" he demanded. "This area's been having issues with suspicious people lately." Jessica frowned, slightly taken aback. "I'm here to visit the bakery. Is that a crime?" Frank's eyes narrowed. "Let me see some ID." Jessica hesitated, sensing the tension. She could feel the weight of his bias in the air. Reluctantly, she reached into her purse and handed him her driver's license. Frank barely glanced at it before shoving it back. "This doesn't tell me why you're really here," he said accusingly. The younger officer, David, stepped forward, looking uneasy. "Frank, maybe we should—" "Stay out of this, rookie," Frank snapped. He turned back to Jessica. "You're coming with us." "For what?" Jessica asked, her voice calm but firm. "What exactly do you think I've done?" Frank didn't answer. Instead, he grabbed her arm roughly, ignoring her protests. David looked increasingly uncomfortable, but didn't intervene as Frank forced Jessica toward the squad car. Jessica tried to reason with him. "This is a mistake," she said firmly. "You're profiling me, and you don't even realize who I am." "Oh, I know exactly what you are," Frank sneered. "You think you're above the law." Jessica was taken to the station, where she was held without cause. She maintained her composure, knowing that losing her temper wouldn't help the situation. After hours of being ignored, she calmly asked for a phone call. Frank laughed, but allowed it, confident she had no power to fight back. Jessica made one call, to her clerk Sarah, who immediately notified the chief of police. Within an hour, the atmosphere in the station shifted. The chief himself walked in, his face a mixture of shock and fury. "Judge Carter," he exclaimed, addressing Jessica with a deep sense of respect. "What on earth is going on here?" Frank's smug expression froze. "Judge," he stammered. Jessica stood, her calm demeanor intact. "Yes, Judge Carter," she confirmed, "and I'm here because of your officer's actions." The chief turned on Frank. "Do you have any idea what you've done? She's a federal judge." Frank stammered excuses, but the chief wasn't having it. He apologized profusely to Jessica, who accepted with grace but insisted on filing a formal complaint. She made it clear that this wasn't about her. It was about the systemic behavior that needed to change. Weeks later, the incident reached the courtroom. Jessica recused herself from the case to ensure impartiality, but she attended as a witness. Frank was charged with misconduct, and the trial became a public spectacle. During the proceedings, Jessica shared her experience, not with anger, but with a powerful conviction. "This isn't just about what happened to me," she said. "It's about the countless others who don't have the platform to speak out. Racism and abuse of power have no place in law enforcement." David, the rookie officer, also testified. He admitted he had felt uneasy about Frank's behavior but hadn't spoken up. "I regret not doing the right thing," he said, "but I've learned and I won't stay silent again." In a surprising turn, Jessica advocated for restorative justice for David. She believed his remorse and willingness to change could set an example for others. Frank, however, faced severe consequences for his actions. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.